company. We cook every day here in the house for our children, and they've asked us if we can share some of our ideas. We're big into healthy eating where possible. Today what we're going to do is hot salmon noodles. So we put a curry sauce in it, not too much, but this is a very healthy dish because you're getting your salmon, your omega-3, your vitamin D, and much more. You're getting your noodles, which is your carbohydrates, keep them going, gives them a bit of energy, a little bit of fibre in that too, and we have loads of vegetables. So I want to go really slow and talk through the ingredients. Everything today was bought from Tesco's. So I have here egg noodles. So I'm cooking for 5. This is enough for 6. So I've put enough for 5 in here in the saucepan. I'm going to put some boiling water in it in a few minutes. Noodles cook extremely quickly, so I'm going to leave that, but that's our noodles, one of our main products. Then we have our salmon fillets. I got these salmon fillets in Tesco's. You get 2 in a pack, so I've got 3 packs. But because I'm doing the noodles, what I've decided to do is I'm just going to use the 4 fillets. So that's salmon fillets in Tesco's. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll take the skin off after it's cooked because it's easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop them in the oven because that's what's going to take really the longest, believe it or not. I'm putting it at 180 degrees, so that shouldn't take long. So while the salmon is cooking, we can get on with everything else. So I have here our pan. Either get a wok or a big pan. This is enough for 5. I've sprayed it with the Fry Light olive oil. Then I've got the ginger, cut it, peeled it, and I've got just 1 teaspoon. I popped it in there. A half of a white onion, and I'm going to pop them on now. I'm going to get them going straight away. So then we have all our different types of vegetables. So we have carrots. This is 1 carrot, which I used the grater here and I grated it, so that will cook quicker. And I don't need to put it in a separate saucepan of water or anything like that. We have our mixed peppers. We have our yellow and red peppers. And I also have the peas. They're just frozen peas from my freezer and they're great for a stir fry. So I've softened the onions and the ginger. So now I'm going to actually put everything else in. And at this time, because the oil, it starts to dry up quickly, I will spray a little bit more oil. And I'm going to pop in the carrots and the peppers. So once you have all the preparations done beforehand, it's very, very easy. Very easy dish to do. So I'm going to pop in the garlic. Now some people like to put the garlic in first, but I prefer to put it in while I'm doing it like this. So, you know, still have a taste afterwards. So at the moment our salmon is cooking really, really well. Our noodles is on and our peas are on. So we're doing really well. So we've got everything going really, really well here. So now it's time to put a little bit of curry powder in. So I have here McDonald's mild curry powder. So the first thing, it says about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the water from the noodles that we can pop in. Don't pop too much water in because all that happens is you soften your vegetables too much. But that's just to help to blend the curry powder. So 1 tablespoon of it, I'm going to sprinkle it in. Just use a fork to stir your noodles, and they're doing fine because they do it so quickly anyway. And your peas is doing fine. And now I'll just mix up this. And now I'll just pop in some salt and pepper. So this is your normal black pepper and sea salt. A good sprinkle of it. So soy sauce, maybe just a tablespoon. Oops. Maybe just a tiny bit more to give it a taste. And I'm just going to take that off for 1 second. Now, you can buy this in any of the shops. I try to pop a little drop of this into a lot of our dishes. It's aminos. It's your protein. Really, really good for you. So I just, now a tiny bit, maybe a quarter of this tablespoon. You don't have to do this. This is just, right. Doing very well. And it's smelling good. So the salmon is nicely cooked. You just know by just pressing it there and you'll see. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can leave the salmon and put the fillet right on top of the noodles, or you can make flakes. But the most important thing is we want to get rid of the skin. Now when you put it on tin foil like this, you can see what happens. The skin will remain on the tin foil, so it makes it much easier for us to flake it, and salmon is quite easy to flake. As you get to the end of the fillet, there's a little bit of fat there. It's good for you, so throw it in. So I'm actually going to keep one fillet separate because I know that one of my girls likes the fillet on top. Now I like it all tossed in, but everybody's different, so we have to respect that. Now this is a really easy dish to do, and it's extremely healthy. And let's hope it's extremely tasty. So now, for the moment, I'm just going to get my drainer, and I'm going to straighten out the noodles. I'm going to leave a little bit of water in the saucepan, just in case I need it, if my stir fry is just a bit too dry. And I'll also strain out the peas. So, I'm going to add in the peas, drain the peas, I'm going to add them in. I'm going to mix them up. Looking quite colourful, healthy. You see a lot of colour, you know you're being very, very healthy. I'm now going to pop in the salmon. I'm just going to be very gentle how I pop in the salmon so we don't break it too much. If you think it's feeling a little bit dry, there's a good bit of paste in there now. You can get your noodle water and just pop a little bit more in. I wouldn't go too mad, but you don't want it dry and you want a wee bit of a sauce to it. So, it's looking really good now. So I just gently put the salmon in so that, look at that, isn't that lovely? Here we go, noodle time. So I would, instead of just throwing it all in together, I just put a little bit at a time. See how much. So there you have it. I'm very happy with that stir fry. That's what you call a good healthy family dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve up 1 portion. Not too much now because it is quite heavy. Make sure you get your salmon, your vegetables in there. Then I have sliced up some fresh lime. You can get it at any supermarket. And I'm just going to put that there on the side. And I have here parsley, but some people use coriander, so that's really up to you. So I'm going to put that there on top. And then I have my Greek zero fat yogurt. If it was too spicy while you were tasting it as you went along, this is what cools it down, is a yogurt. So I'm just going to put a little dollop because it also looks good for presentation. Looks impressive. So There we go. How about that?